Thank you very much. Really appreciate the opportunity to be here. It's a real honour to chat to people who are coming into the gyms group because you guys were sitting in the same seat as I was back in 2011, where I had a chat to a franchisor and wanted to become a franchisee in gyms group. Haven't looked back. So I'm a franchisor for building inspections and hazmat. Look after about 40 franchisees. So it's been a fun 7 or 8 years, been involved at all levels of the gyms group as well. So I've been a franchisee, been a franchisor, and been a divisional for a small amount of time as well. I've got a background in marketing, did a marketing degree when I came out of school and all that sort of stuff, Deakin University, and learned how to put ads in newspapers, basically. So that's been a lot of help to us these days. So I could pretty much throw that certificate away. But what I learnt in the gyms group is, tenfold what I learned at university, because the way Jim has built his brand and the way franchisors and franchisees support each other through marketing is far and away more valuable than spending the money putting an ad in a newspaper. So I'm going to talk to you about that today. The divisions I'm involved in are built on a lot of referrals. So if I was to get a Mowing franchisee down here, they wouldn't be that awesome at local area marketing because they don't have to be, they just get leads constantly. So I wanted to talk to you about converting leads, but also how you can generate your own referral, because referral is the best type of business. Any of you who've come from a trade background or a service-based background, referral is the best because you've virtually won the job before you answer the phone, because you've been recommended by someone. So, and when I inquired about gyms as a franchise, there's two types of franchises. There's the percentage-based franchise fee, where whatever work you do, they take a cut of what you earn. Wouldn't have really appealed to me because I would have felt like a subcontractor. Whereas in this game, you pay a management fee like you would to running your own business, paying for a website or anything like that. You pay for leads as you want them, but any referral is 100% yours. So that is something that was appealing to me in the gyms group, and I'm pretty successful at helping franchisees build their business on referral. As I said, out of the 40 franchisees, I've got about 8 of them who are completely turned off for leads now. They just run their business with 100% referral. And that's a goal that you guys should be looking at. So, a couple of questions. Has anyone written a business plan yet? We've got one over here. Hopefully you guys at home have. Sort of, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. That's about the ratio I'm used to, okay? So don't stress out. I want to touch base on your business planning throughout the day. And I know you've done some training on business plan. I'm not going to say how to do it, but I'm just saying things that you should have in your business plan. Because marketing and goal setting with your what you want to get out of referral is a major part of your business plan. And hopefully I can give you a bit of gold and a bit of a way to not sort of say, in 5 years' time I want to buy a boat. I want you to actually set your task backwards to a point where it's you can see it week by week and see yourself achieving things. Because in marketing, it's liquid, isn't it? It's not something that you get a return straight away. So a lot of people ask me, how much effort do I have to put into marketing every week, every day? How do I measure that? So I've got a clever little way of doing that, which helps franchisees keep on track. I start the session with a question about fears. I just want to ask the room at the moment who's just about to embark on a business, and if you just haven't got a heartbeat if you're not fearful of a few things. What are some of our fears at the moment? Fear of failure, yeah. Yes, that's a point one at the moment. So not getting work. Let's keep it like that. Yeah, Steve. Yeah. So used to that wage just ticking over and yeah. Absolutely. So you've touched on motivation and being the master of your own destiny, which is something I certainly touch on today. Who's excited about cold calling? Trying to sell yourself? Yep. Yep. Who's happy about doing that? You're happy about it? You're someone who can do it? Yeah? Good on you. Bloody oath. Cold calling is something that's part of any business. But I want to change that word to networking. And hopefully by the end of the session that'll make sense. Because cold calling is an old word to use in business now. It's all about business networking, business to business, and how we network effectively. How we want people to want us as much as we want them, if that makes sense. So I want to touch on those things. So I'm going to do a bit on sales strategies. And I'm going to follow these slides. Now, for everyone at home, I'm probably going to drive you mad because I just use this as a guide, to be honest. There's no right or wrong answer with marketing. So it's a smaller group than we're used to, guys. So I really need the people in the room to start putting your hands up and interrupting me. I love being interrupted, all right? So get used to it. This is your chance now to be in the room of like-minded people who are about to embark on running a business and to get some bloody ideas out of them, because that's what franchising is all about. Your franchisor wouldn't have you here if he or she didn't think you could be successful, so congratulations on that. But the other thing is, the best thing about franchising is our network, all right? So today for a couple of hours, we've got a chance to share our thoughts and share our feelings about what we think is right or wrong in terms of marketing and how we can win business. Hopefully I learned something today just as much as you guys, all right? So yeah, this is not a session where we sit back and just sit on our souvlaki that we've just eaten and just have our eyes half wide open, all right? So the thing about a salesperson is a lot of, there's a perception out there that, you're that slick-suited car salesman who sells HSVs, all right? I'm not here today to teach you how to do that. I want to teach you how to be yourself and how to sell yourself. Okay, you have a massive brand behind you, so you have instant recognition that companies pay millions of dollars to have. Jim's has got 97% recognition or something across Australia. So when you walk through the door, there's a good chance they're going to know who you are. So it's about selling yourself. And everyone's going to do it differently, okay? Don't try to be someone you aren't, is what I'm trying to say. But the point of being a salesperson is to help people, okay? We're a solutions-based model. We're a service-based industry, aren't we? So if someone needs some cleaning done, you're the person that can help them. You've got to be that person that they want to choose to help them. And to find all the people who need your product and getting the product to them. So convincing that they need you and the way you can get your product to them. So it's about helping others. The ladder of influence is an interesting thing. So based on my beliefs, I take action. About the world, I adopt beliefs. From my assumptions, draw conclusions, make assumptions, add meaning, select data and observe data. So this is about how we talk to people. So when I started in gyms, as you can see, I'm not that shy, so I used to get out there and talk to people and have my elevator pitch and tell them how great gyms are and present it perfectly, and the person was like, oh yeah, great. What do people love talking about? Themselves. Perfect. Good group. This is good. Okay. What was I doing then? Talking about myself. So, how excited were they about that? When we talk to people, we want to actually get what their needs are, their needs and wants are. So if we look at the slides, they come to you with a problem. Well, based on my beliefs, we can take some action with that. You draw conclusions from what they're talking about. You can add meaning to what they're talking about, so you can actually make sure that they know that you can listen. You look at what they're telling you, you select the data. So from what I observe, I believe this is what you need. And you're showing that you're genuinely listening and genuinely care. And that brings into the features and benefits of your product. So when we take a lead, we're grabbing data, right? We're working out what they need, right? We're using open-ended questions to understand what they want. And then we present them with a product that has features and benefits. So features and benefits are the facts that you use to describe a product or service and how that benefit or product can offer a solution. All right? So we're straight into our first group session. So let's have a look at the Apple Watch. Okay? Can someone tell me a feature of this Apple Watch? Let's look at the one with the red handle on it. Can tell the time. All right. Yep. Okay. Let's start with telling the time. Okay, you're in a store and you want to buy an Apple Watch, or you want to buy a watch. It can tell the time. That's telling a feature, all right? But what's the benefit of that? Yeah? So the benefit of time is that the watch is keeping you on track of what you're doing for the day. What's another feature? What's another benefit of having the time there? You can make sure that you always arrive on time on appointments. Good. Okay. What's another feature? Sorry?
How long the job you're doing is taking, like if you've given yourself unlimited time?
What's that called on an Apple phone? I actually don't know. Yeah, a stopwatch. So let's call it, I don't know, let's call it a tracker, something like that. What's the benefit to that? Yeah, time management. Yep. What else? Yep. What about the red strap? The red strap on the Apple Watch there to the left. Yep, it's a great material. So your watch won't fall off your hand or your arm, right? That is a benefit. What's another benefit? Perfect. Can we have more than one person give me answers, please? It's adjustable. So it fits anyone. What's another benefit? Sorry? Oh, well, absolutely, yes. So this red strap identifies a medical condition you have. Good. Are we starting to work out features and benefits? It suits Phil's red jacket that he likes to wear on a Saturday night when he goes out to night clubbing. That could be a benefit. The Michael Jackson one, yeah, that one you like wearing, yeah. All right, so we're talking about features and benefits. What's another feature of an Apple phone?
Stephanie has said messages and calls are notified on the watch.
Yes, okay, so calls are notified, yep. Don't have to get your phone out. get your phone out. Cool. Absolutely. So don't pull. Helps you while you're driving. Very good. Yes. Well, you got less chance of the cop seeing that, don't you? So you can pretty much touch it when you're going. Or it can be even voice activated, isn't it? I think you go answer phone. You can flick your wrist, yeah. So while driving. So we're talking about some features and benefits. So now what I'm going to do, now we have to think about what our service, okay? So we can talk about features of a phone all the time, as much as we like till the cows come home, but the fact is you need to talk about the benefits as well to make that happen. So what I'd like to ask is if we could get in our groups. Have you guys been in groups before? Not necessarily allowed to, are we? This is going to be interesting. So don't move, but we will get, say, that you guys here, you can pretty much sit where you are. And we could get your group at the back there, if I can see, so from you, mate, to the Jim's cleaning guy over here, and you guys here. And I want to get you guys in your groups to talk about features of your division. Okay? So we'll start with features. And have some benefits there that we'll talk about, okay? So for 5 minutes, I just want to get, I don't know, half a dozen features of the gym's division that you're in, and then we'll talk about some benefits, okay? Okay, welcome back, online group. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to list the features, Mike, and then we're going to talk about the benefits of it. All right, so group one, go. Who's the skipper? You are.
So features, we have the services we provide has the benefit of saving time for the householder. You don't have to do that.
So saving time, would that be a feature or a benefit?
I mean, save time is a benefit.
Yeah, right. So service, okay, the services you provide.
The service is a feature. I mean, the
Okay,
type
yeah.
of services we do.
Yeah.
Then the insurance.
Yeah.
Another feature, we are insurance.
Insured?
So this provides the benefit of peace of mind for the
Yeah, so
customer.
all we're doing is saying features, okay?
Okay.
It's all right, you're excited, it's fine. Okay, third one?
Third one features, the brand.
Brand. All right, group two, up the top. You'd have to be the skipper, wouldn't you?
I passed it because I organised.
Okay, all right, who's the skipper? You are? Yeah.
Neat properties.
Neat.
Properties, the farm section.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So with building,
Inspections, yeah?
yes, building inspections,
Great.
that's a necessity because if you're purchasing a new property,
Yeah.
you have to have a building inspection. If there's any damage, it needs to be repaired.
Yeah, so what's the feature? I wouldn't say necessity is a feature.
It's not mandatory yet, is it?
No. So,
It is for your bank, isn't it?
Yeah, our
it
bank
is
wouldn't allow us.
that way, but
It's
yeah.
New South Wales.
Let's put in pre-purchase building inspection. Okay. Next one.
Windows.
Okay, windows and water pressure. So cleaning the windows
Okay.
is the feature.
And clean windows. Cool. Group three. Jenny? Yeah.
This is Norman.
Norman's group. Okay.
Famous now as well.
All right. You know Norman?
We had reliable,
Reliability, yep.
specialists in the field,
Specialists
and
Yeah.
accountable.
and accountable. Yes. Good. Group 4.
We have the features, the franchise system,
Franchise system. Good one.
which is on the brand.
Yep. Can you mention brand a couple of times? That's all right.
The third was systems and technology.
Technology.
Like the iPad,
Yep. Yeah.
voice, something.
Yep.
Group online.
Group online.
Group Online, alright, so they're a little bit bigger than everyone else, so there was a lot.
Can you pick 3? That's
I'll go through. So we had Stephanie from Dogwash,
Yeah.
who had the big red trailer.
Trailer.
We then had, who was it? I saw it before, I was just looking at it. Sonia, who said mobile equipment.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
then we also had, Corey, who said cost effective.
Cost effective. Okay. Where was the person from cost effective?
That was Corey. I'll get him to put it in.
What franchise is he from?
Yeah.
What division? Because that would help us. I mean, it's a bit general, but it's a feature. Yeah. Okay. So now I want to just run through some benefits to each of these. Okay. So Group 1, services we provide. Okay. So let's be real general. We're a home service model, aren't we? So what is some of the benefits to getting a home service? Save time. Yep. Hey? Energy. More time on the couch is what you're trying to say. Yeah. Energy. Convenience. Good. What's a benefit of insurance? Peace of mind. Yep. Safety. Protection. Oh, Jesus. So I'm left-handed. It's really convenient. I write it and rub it off at the same time, so it's good. What's the benefit of the brand? This is a big one, because you guys want to sell this. Trust. History. Yep. Recognisable. Peace of mind, yep. Backing. I was going to write backing or, I don't like using the word, but hierarchy too, because a lot of people, and you know, we're not a hierarchy like this at Jim's Group, but people know, you know, they might see, I'll use building inspections, they might see ABC building inspections or Jim's building inspections. They know, one, if I ring Jim's, he's going to answer the phone or she's going to answer the phone. And two, if they stuff up, I've got someone to ring. And to be honest, that's a cold reality of it, that people choose us because of that, you know. And in the service, sorry?
Especially now, the way the building industry's gone in the last sort of 12 months.
Oh,
Like in your
yes, yeah. Yeah, well, that's right. So if you're in a service-based industry, you know, in Australia, we're not that good at it, to be honest, are we? So that's why Jim's has flourished, because people know if they call us, at least we're going to answer the phone. And if we get out there and don't do what we said we were going to do, they've got someone to call. So that's part of the whole brand thing. All right, neat properties. Hygiene. That's a word that we should use a fair bit at the moment. Hygiene? Yeah.
For those that are time poor, like they haven't got time to,
Time? Yep.
and help the elderly, like they can't always do it themselves.
Yeah, helping the disadvantaged. Don't want to call it old people that, but sometimes they haven't got the ability to do what we can do. All right, let's go for a particular service, a pre-purchase building inspection. Benefits. Yeah. Well, being aware of any damage. Info before you buy. What else?
Confidence, you sort of know what you're getting.
Confidence. Yep. Confidence. Yeah, peace of mind. I'll just use that POM. Can you use that a fair bit? Oh, negotiation. Can't write too much more about that. People think I'm biased. All right, but hey, then we're cleaning a window with pressure washing. Time. Yeah, safety. So you're getting a professional. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. What about it? Benefit is I can now see out the window. That's right. I mean, you know, cleaning windows could be cleaning a car window, for God's sake, you know. There could be a safety aspect of that, you know, so very good. Reliable. So we could use reliable, turning up on time. What do we have there? What's a bit? Yeah, peace of mind. Convenience. Yeah, secure. What about the fact you're a specialist in your field? Yep, guarantee. Confidence. It'll be done right the first time, rather than getting someone back. Accountable. So if I'm accountable to the gyms group and the processes that it is, what am I going to do? Initially. Yeah, even before that. I'm going to call you. Call on time. Quote's going to be on time. Yeah, I'm going to turn up. I know it sounds obvious, but how many times have you organised a tradesman and haven't turned up on time? And it's really... Exactly. So what does that... It avoids what? That inconvenience, doesn't it? So it avoids the inconvenience. Yeah, we've gone through brand. Franchise systems, pretty much the same. You know, we know that they'll call on time. I'll pick out something here where...
With the franchise system, we were looking at just ourselves will become the benefit is we're business owners.
Yeah. That's a good one. So with business owners, the benefit is you've got the person who owns this business and is proud of their business doing the job, rather than a clock on, clock off 9 to 5 person. Yeah. Yep. Technology is back, I'd say time.
It's all about the reporting,
Yep.
invoicing, getting your appointments in the calendar, all through that software.
Yep. Reporting. Yeah, certainly is. Yeah, ease of payment. Yeah. All right, we've got to look after our people at home.
So with the big red trailer, they had that it has signage, so it's highly visible on roads.
Visible. Everyone in the street knows what service you're getting done with that big red trailer.
It's also all inclusive, so they can do all their entire job.
Oh, yes. Yeah, inclusive, that's good. Yeah. Purpose built.
That's dog wash.
Dog wash, big red trailer for the dogs. It's got warm water now, doesn't it? I think, yeah, it's now got heated water. Fair income. Jesus, they're going to have dog treats that pop out of the thing in a minute. Bloody heated water. So they're not, yeah. So, yeah, no, they get it. They get looked after. Yeah, I reckon. It looks pretty comfortable in there. I wouldn't mind just sitting back and let them go. Yeah. Okay, mobile equipment.
Was that you can go to the customer? So the customer,
Yeah.
customer is mobile.
Come to you.
So the customer doesn't have to travel. It makes it much easier for people who cannot travel. Customers don't have to be present.
They don't. Good one. Cost effective.
So now Corey was from Mowing.
Oh, yes.
So it becomes
okay.
time,
Yep.
cost effective for people who understand what time and equipment will work.
Yep. Yeah, so what equipment will work? Yep.
He also says that it's cost effective for the customer, so well-known, trusted company that can almost always guarantee high-quality work and results, not wasting money on getting it.
I mowed my lawns all day Saturday and I just went, why don't I just pay someone to do that after the end of the day? Once I got the mower, got the petrol, mowed the lawns, I thought, I'm a gyms person, I went and did that. Anyway, so at the end of the day, once you add up all your time to do it, if you got someone who can get in there and go bang and knock it over, yeah. No, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Benefits are keeping your wife happy. It's very, very important as well. Or your husband.
Corey also extended on cost effective again, saying most people can agree that our personal and family time is the most precious commodity.
Family time, yeah.
If we can offer the right the customer time for money, plus a done right guarantee.
Yep. So, what are we... Okay, excellent by everyone, by the way. That was really, really good. You picked it up straight away. So, when you talk about features, you need to explain to the client the benefits, don't you? So if we say, oh, it costs you, yeah, I'll mow your lawn for $60, you know, oh, okay, you know, because what do people, when you take a lead, what do people ask first? How much? Why? Maybe. Tell you why? Because they don't know what else to ask. Okay? It's just how much is it? So it's up to you to explain the features and benefits. So we'll talk about quoting in a minute, but with that, you want to talk about price at the end because you want to add the value to it. You know, it costs $60, but I'm in there and out there. You know, I'll save you on equipment, the time you're going to spend trying to mow your own lawns, all those sort of things, and asking questions about why'd you call us today? Oh, I need my lawn's mowed because my kid's birthday is happening this afternoon. So what's their motivation to call you? They need it done straight away, you know, there's things like that. Anyway, okay, we'll keep moving. Oh, did I lose that? Yep. Do you know it?
Sorry?
You don't know it?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Yep.
That's all right. It's punched in something concrete.
Sorry. Is it? Oh, right, okay. That's on a sleeper. That's never happened before, so.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so, yep, we've got away with the features and benefits. And now we'll talk about buyers' motivation. So I started to go into that a little bit then, but your personal brand is very important in the gyms group because they know the gyms brand anyway. So the whole thing is we get your first foot in the door. It's up to you to get your second foot in the door. So personal presentation is really important because in those first 10 to 15 seconds, they're judging you, all right? And a lot of divisions here, we can actually quote on site, but also it's how we speak on the phone and those sort of things. Do I like the way he or she looks? Is she good with her communication? Does he or she look competent? Does she look professional? If you turn up and you're a cleaner and you've got dirty clothes, you've just come from a job, you forgot your deodorant for the day, and you're walking out there to quote the job, how do they think you're going to clean the place? No, because by the way you look, you know. So the way you look is really important. Remember, the uniforms you get with your franchises is not the same ones you have at the end. Okay, you're allowed to reorder uniforms, all right? Have a quote shirt and a on-the-job shirt, those sort of things. What buyer's motivation is, what do I know about the company? Does it have a good reputation? What do gyms stand for? Does it seem honest and trustworthy? So gyms will give them the opportunity to make the call. The rest is up to you guys to bring the brand forward and what it actually means. And what does the advertising say? So the different types of advertising that we have out there, your flyers and those sort of things. It's got to be consistent with what you're saying. What they say, can they deliver on commitments? Are they known to deliver value? Well, yes, gyms is the largest service-based franchise in the world. So that isn't just by mistake, guys, all right? It delivers a great product. And it's up to you to convey that when you talked about it. Is it a fair price to pay for the service? Well, that's up to you about adding value to that product. So selling strategies. Selling can be scary for those people who haven't done it before, but I would dare say every one of you in this room has sold something in your life. And it doesn't mean you're a door-to-door salesman. It means selling yourself. You could be selling yourself when you went for a job. Okay, you could be a chippy in the room who's worked for builders and subby to builders, and you're selling yourself when you're trying to pick up a job there. So everyone has sold themselves in different ways and sold their business. But there are several types of sales people. There's an order taker, a quote giver, a product peddler, and a problem solver. So the 4 steps to making a sale is the initial call, making an appointment, presenting yourself, and eventually making the sale. So we have an excellent opportunity at Gyms Group. We have a call centre, okay? And it's not in the Philippines, it's just there. Has anyone gone to the call centre or not allowed? Okay, we're also not allowed. Okay, so they're an excellent call centre, very highly trained girls. There's 54 divisions in the Gyms Group. There's over 300 different services, so you can imagine how well trained they have to be be taking the calls. But they take a call, they qualify a lead, and they get that lead to you. So if someone's calling up gyms, where generally all the divisions are page 1 on Google, gets to a call centre, you're talking to that person within a minute or so of them deciding that they actually need your service. So it's pretty fast. Generally, we're the first to call them. So that's what gyms are doing for you. Now, at that point, you need to make an appointment with them. Now, I know some divisions do win leads over the phone and some don't. But if you're a division that can have the opportunity to make an appointment, that is absolute real importance to get there as quickly as you possibly can because you want to beat your competition to do that. And then you've got to present. So the presentation is turning up in a clean vehicle, presenting on site, talking to that person and making sure you're not talking about yourself, you're talking about them and their needs, which is very important. And then it's closing a sale. So the call. This will be the first contact with a new client. So the first impressions last, all right? Happy greeting. Remember to smile while you talk. I know they can't see you, but when you're got a happy look on your face and you're actually talking like that, they can read that. They can feel it. What I tell a lot of my franchisees, we all have our crap days, okay? I'm trying not to swear because I'm being recorded. But whatever day you're having, if you pick up a lead, you've got to cut that out of your conversation. You've got to be on the phone. You've got to have a smile on your face when you take the call. Question?
Yes, so from online, we've had, regarding the call centres, what is wrong with outsourced call centres, e.g. Philippine call centres?
Well, good question. The fact is that we actually train our call centres. Each division trains their call centres every year. So services change and those sort of things. We have actually got personal contact with our call centre. So that's where I'm saying that overseas call centre, Jim's actually spends quite a lot of money on a call centre that's in Australia where we can constantly train our call centre girls on our services. That's what I was trying to mean by that. If she's got any further questions, they can ask. So with the happy greeting straight away, we're on to the person, and the lead is qualified. So, you know, they want your service. They're not ringing gyms up for fun, are they? Okay. So the next step is to arrange an appointment. Now, with that, use the type of language like, I'm in the area, I can come past tomorrow, or I'm actually here this afternoon. Create that urgency for that person to see you so you can quote them straight away. The quicker you get the quote out and talking to the person, the more chance you have of winning the job. So getting in front of people is obviously the best course of action. If you have to win over the phone, like building inspections, we have to do that. We have to work on other ways of doing it. Also, give them options. So here's an example. Would 3 or 4 p.m. suit you best? Instead of saying, oh, what time would suit you, or what day would suit you to see me? Give them an option, all right? Try to close in the time frame of when they can see you. I get a lot of guys, even on their first day, they go, oh, gee, I'm flat out this week, but Wednesday, tomorrow afternoon, I can see you, I'm in the area. It creates that urgency for the person to see you. They've got no work for the whole week, but that's the way they talk to the client, so they can actually create a bit of urgency. Big thing is, what I said just before, they always ask, you know, how much? Avoid the price over the phone if you can, okay? Get out there on site, make them see the trust and value in you before you give the price, because you've got to add the features and benefits to the product before you give the price, okay? Because a lot of the time, as I said, they're asking what's the price because they don't know what else to ask, which is really important. In building inspection, I'll quickly just touch on that because there's a couple in the room. We have to win the job over the phone. So the price is right at the end of the phone call. We add the features and benefits as we go through the process, then we give the price. Is there any questions with that, about taking a call? Some divisions actually have sales scripts. Now, with sales scripts, don't be on the phone and really make them realise that you're reading something off a piece of paper, okay? But it is sometimes good to have a few features and benefits written on a piece of paper in those early days when you start. It can be quite beneficial. We do it. We have a little laminated thing that the guys have in their car just to prompt them and make them remember things. But over the time, you're going to get your own mojo happening. It's quite easy over time to do that. But here's a good one from Jim's group. As you can see, you know, hi, I'm from Jim's Dog Wash. How can I help you today? Customer, how much? That always happens, right? So it's very difficult to say over the phone without having met Steve. I hope, is the dog Steve? Yeah. Can I arrange a time to come out and see you? Yes, that would be fantastic. I'm in the area Friday at 4:30 or Saturday, so they're giving him options about when to see him. Oh, okay, I've got 2 options. I'll make time for you for 4 o'clock. Okay? Confirm the address and meeting you. As you can see here, customers will always ask the price purely because they don't know what else to ask. Okay? And by giving them a couple of options, you can actually lock in a time to actually go out and see them and pick up that client. Now, some franchisees do get a little lazy, in my experience, by just quoting over the phone and they're on the other side of town, but you've got to treat this customer as a potential repeat client. Okay, it's not just the $50 to wash the dog that time, it's a potential repeat client. So it's very important to get into the habit of doing that. And the things I talk about today too, it's a lot easier to build habits now than it is in 12, 18 months time when you're really busy. Okay, so building the right habits now is very important. Okay, now we get to the point where we're at the appointment. Things to consider. Are we on time? Okay, very, very important. Okay, I don't think anyone in the room doesn't understand what I'm saying there. Even also, if you're early, sit out the front and wait till the time when you're supposed to turn up and knock on the door. Okay, or if you have got an issue where you are running late, give them a call. Just ring them up. Say, look, I'm running 10 minutes late, stuck in traffic, or I'm actually a little bit early. Are you okay for me to come in? Be polite like that. Because I don't know what backgrounds everyone's from here, but when you get into home services where you're dealing with people in their homes, you have to be flexible. Okay? They might have a sick child. There's all sorts of reasons why you don't barge in there early or be late because you're entering someone's home. Be prepared. Have everything ready to go. Have your flyers or your quote book or whatever you're doing. Be ready and be prepared. Are you talking to the right person? So without being politely make sure that you're talking to the decision maker. Okay? That can happen with test and tag, with commercial stuff and all that sort of thing. If the person's calling you and they're engaging you, you've got a better chance of winning the job when you're talking to the decision maker. In our business, sometimes the wife calls us, but the husband's going to make the decision. I'm not being sexist there by any chance, but sometimes that does happen. I need to talk to my husband first. If you're relying on the wife to explain everything that you've done about features and benefits, have a document or a flyer that you can give that person so that the guy can actually see who you are and what you're about. Or get a chance to talk to him. And vice versa, by the way, too. I need to talk to my wife first, that can happen. But it's funny, in building inspections, 80% of the decisions are made by the wife in terms of the building inspection. So it's you'll find that as you get your mojo going on with winning work, who you want to be talking to. Observe the environment and conditions. So how long might the job take? What opportunities exist for other services? So upselling, okay? Jim's Mowing, a very small percentage of the public know that Jim's Mowing do gutter cleaning, rubbish removal. What's some other services that mowing does? Have we got any mowers in here? Garden clean-outs, bit of landscaping, A lot of people don't realise that. So when you come on site, offer those services. Jim will talk to you about that. He's brilliant with that little session he does. Now, when we're talking to a client, open-ended questions are very important. This is where we talk directly with the clients to completely understand their requests. Is a question that cannot be answered with a yes or no response. It's a static response. So open-ended questions are phrased. So, what would you like us to do? Where exactly would you like me to inspect your property or mow your lawns, those sort of things. So you get all the information out of the client. Don't anticipate what they want. Okay, find out what their wants and needs are. If you want to be quicker and you want to get the answer straight away, it's the closed questions. So, you know, if you're starting to work out what they want, you want to close the deal, so to speak. You know, wouldn't it be the best way to do it by doing it this way? Yes. No. Okay. Would you like the lawns to look like this all the time? Yes. No. That's the way we can. Close the deal. Okay. So talking about features and benefits. Here's an example. So we have 2 washing machines here. Okay. Top loaders, whatever the case they are. Okay. Which one would we buy? You're starting to talk about benefits. But as you see those 2 photos, do you see any reason to buy each one? No? What about now? That's $900. That's $750. Which one do you buy? The one for $900? Why is that? It's probably from Japan. Most of them are. Okay. So, who would buy? Okay, so this fellow over here, he's going to buy it for $900. Why? Why wouldn't you buy the one for $750? Yeah, it could be a good brand.
Because the one on the left looks bigger than the one on the right. Is that pretty much right?
No, they look. Well, you can't really tell. You're making an assumption.
No, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That's what he.
Sometimes you pay the
It's all
quality.
about the quality.
Yeah, it's all about the quality. So I'm selling these, and I have a customer come up to me, and she's got 5 kids behind her, and she goes, "I want the one for $750, but I want to sell the one for $900." Okay, one's a 5-litre washing machine, one's a 2.5-litre washing machine. She doesn't want it, she wants the one for $750. What am I picking up? The fact that she's got 5 kids behind her. She's got no money, but she's got to do a hell of a lot of washing. Okay, yes, okay. So what I'm trying to say there is what's the feature and benefit there? Well, the feature is it has a large capacity. The benefit is you won't be washing clothes 5 times a day with a product that's $750. So when you talk to people, you're opening open-ended questions. Oh, are these all your children, are they? Okay, yes. Oh, they're all at school, are they? So yeah, so fair bit of washing, they do sport. Yeah. Okay, yep, no worries. So you're working out the person's wants and needs, aren't we? So it's the same with services. They both look the same, but I want to find a benefit that helps that particular person. So it's a simple way of actually finding out what they want. But the woman, when she walked into the door and sees 2 that look pretty much the same, they're targeted towards the price because that's what they want to know. It's the first question they ask. But adding value to it, okay, so over a year, the amount of water you're using to do this amount of washes compared to the larger product, the larger washing machine, obviously the value's there. Okay, so this is new. We'll have to have a look at this. Hang on. Have we got volume and everything? Is that all working? Just give us a sec. Oh, it could be. No. Do you know how this works? No? Just bear with me for 1 second. Oh, when Mike comes into the room, I'll ask him that one. Yep, so, okay, we'll move on. We'll work on that in a second. Okay, so the value proposition is what I was talking about then. Okay? So you need to identify 3 features that suit the client. The first is the size of the washing machine. The benefit to you is you'll do a third of the washes per week. Okay? The benefit is it saves on water. The benefit to you is that you'll save money. Those kind of things. In terms of objections, we need to look at the reasons why people object to you in terms of buying a product or buying a service. So a reason a client gives that is stopping you buying a product, too expensive, need to speak to my husband and I will think about it. They're the 3 worst things we can hear in terms of when we're trying to sell ourselves or buy a lead. By a lead we take. Now, too expensive, you haven't added the value to the product. So you need to add the value to the product. Need to speak to my husband or my wife, you haven't gained their confidence yet, so you need to build on that. And every time they talk about, oh, we'll think about it, that's them deflecting from it. So you need to be able to add that value and add that value to the product right at that time when they're the critical time for them to make a decision. So that's why we get out in front of them. Okay, getting out in front of them is really important. Or when they ask price, we try to talk about it at the end of the conversation or the time that we've been out there. Anyone got any questions on that? Any questions at home? With our services too, upselling is very important to your cash flow. A lot of people in a lot of franchisees sometimes lose that confidence to upsell. So if you don't ask, you're not going to get it. And a lot of the time you don't know if that client is what they want. So like if you're mowing a lawn, oh, I've noticed your gutters are blocked. Okay, do you need that? That's a service that we provide. Upselling is a key. In building inspections, when we do a building inspections, oh, you're in a leafy area of Mooroolbark, you might need a termite inspection. Things like that. There are a lot of services that we can upsell. Cleaning is, do you realise we can clean your oven? Things like that. So adding value to the product is really important because a lot of our service and time is taken up by driving to a particular job, those sort of things. Adding value to that person at that particular time is about generating income. So remember, your main business is helping your client. So don't feel like you're pushing sales on them. You're just trying to help them. They can either say yes or no. And that extends the value to them. And there are always new opportunities for you in terms of doing that. At the end of the day, be yourself with your sales, okay? Be the person, you know, it's Sam here from Jim's Building Inspections, okay? I do it differently to another building inspector. People buy off you. And that's really important. But at the end of the day, long-term success of your business is up to you. We help you achieve business success, but we can't do it for you. We get that first foot in the door, and the rest is up to you. So some people want it to happen, some people wish it will happen, others make it happen. If it is for P, it's up to you. Okay, so open up your books to assessment. Activities 8, doesn't seem right. Version 1. Guys, what I'm going to do, I might actually do that when Mike comes in the room because I just want to make sure that's the right assessment they're up to. Have you done gyms online? That doesn't seem right with the assessment task 8. So we've got to do an assessment for the next section I'm going to do. So we might do both assessments at the same time. Is that all right? We all going to remember what I said? So that looks like that. That's what I thought. I don't generally do that sales section, so I'll just check and... Yep, what I'll do, just to be sure, guys, we'll just do that assessment when Mike comes back in the room. Is that okay? And we'll move on to the next one. So we've got 1:30, cool.